Forget everything I said about all the other bits in the past and move forward with this one. I think you'll like this one a lot better. I don't use metal T-track. I think that cutting my own is far superior. It allows my designs to I can be more creative with my designs. They're stronger, they hold up better, and I can do so much with these that you can't do with metal track. Plus, even though these are not inexpensive, they cost a lot less than buying a whole bunch of T-track.
Here we go.
For the last month or so, I've been working on the router tables. I've had a couple of things going on. I've made videos. You'll see those videos, but things have even changed since then. And I'm going to update what I've done. And a lot of it has to do with these two brand new router bits. These are T-track cutters. I have been cutting my own T-track into my tools now for 6-7 years. And I started and introduced to the Smart Fam this Whiteside cutter right here. This was how it all started. Nothing wrong with that, it works great. Then along the way, about a year and a half, 2 years ago, one of the Smart Fam mentioned another Whiteside bit that had come out, and it was this one. And I made a video about it, and I've made all my tools with it, except shortly after this, I found the exact same bit in another brand, CMT. This is my favorite brand cutter, maybe because it's orange. I love orange. But it doesn't matter. I'm not supported by any router cutter company. I buy what works for me and what I like. I pay for them with my own money. So I recommended this one over this one. Identical cut, same quality, but this one was less money. So this has been the go-to for all of the Paulk plans, the smart plans. Regardless of how old they were, you could always switch to the new cutter. But then, another member of the Smart Wood Shop fam that I did a shop tour for, Paul.
I wanted to take the Smart Wood Shop and put it in my trailer so I could haul my stuff and set up on a job site, or I could also use it in the trailer as a workshop. I've tried to make it multifunction, and I've tried to use everything that I use on my Smart Station can function in here. My chop saw will pull out of my Smart Station and plug into my Smart trailer. Transport and storage right there. The bench top comes out.
That he did not care for this bigger cutter because inside that cut, the head of the bolt would spin, and these here actually cut with this one. He was one of the Smart Fam also that introduced me to the clamps instead of the knobs. So I didn't care that these spun because I wasn't really worried about them locking in. I could just use the cam clamp, which I really like. But Paul wanted both, and it made sense as I started playing with it. So This cutter here, this one, there's two. I'll explain what the second one is in a minute. Man, this thing is heavy. This is super high quality. And I have cut a bunch of tests out. In fact, I made this cut right here. And you can see that like these hold downs, the feather boards fit on there. And that's what, you know, these tracks are kind of for. And you just put them in, the hex head bolts fit in and they won't spin. So you can use a knob or a clamp and they're gonna stay. You don't have to buy a special bolt head or anything like that. That is this smaller cutter. And I think these are UltraShear. I put these in my store already. I purchased these as a pair, but I've also put them on individually because you may not want both. They're fairly expensive. I think the pair together cost me about $160. So these are really high quality. But for all of my tooling and the stuff that I'm even thinking about building, everything requires a T-track, and I don't use metal T-track. I think that cutting my own is far superior. It allows my designs to I can be more creative with my designs, and to be honest with you, they're stronger, they hold up better, and I can do so much with these that you can't do with metal track. Plus, they cost a lot less than buying a whole bunch of T-track. The second cutter I went ahead and purchased, and I'm gonna play around with this and see how much I might use it, but it doesn't trap the hex head bolt. What it does is allow the use of F-clamps. So you can slide these in and use them as a clamp track. And the one with the hex head bolt is just a little bit too small for that. It'll almost fit in if I push it really hard, but not quite. I think it would be possible to take the larger one and maybe not be able to use the hex head bolt, but you could probably use like the toilet flange bolt. I haven't tested that, but that might allow you the best of both worlds. So you could have a head of a bolt that would be trapped and be able to use the F-clamp. I'm gonna play around with that, but for now, I am recommending the smaller one that's designed specifically for this. I haven't had a lot of uses for the F-clamp with the tracks because I have the MFT system and I haven't found anything that I couldn't clamp with that system. So I haven't really needed to have tracks just for clamping. If you want to get the pair and play with that, you can go ahead. I don't think you save a whole bunch, but if you're only going to get one, I would get the hex head one. If you'd like to get a detailed set of plans to build yourself a miter saw extension, a smart bench, a smart station, any of the accessories like the smart cart that work with the system or the smart wood shop itself, you'll find the link in the description of this video down below where you can go purchase plans or packages of plans and download them instantaneously 24/7, 365. I went ahead and made up a little block for the proper depth of the cut because I want to have that strength. I'm always cutting these into 18 mil material. I've got the depth of both of these dialed in to leave me about 6 millimeters in the top. That makes these really strong. Of course, I use real high quality plywood, but there's really no situation where I have ever torn any of these up. And I've been using them for many years, cut with different cutters, but still same concept. And like with my miter saw extensions, which use those, I mean, those have been used heavily and have had no problem with them at all. And the same with the crosscut sled. So all of the things that I do with this T-track that I've cut in, I've never once torn one up or broke one out. Probably because you're not actually pulling up on them, you're actually squeezing, like with a clamp, you're pushing down on it. I suppose if you kind of reefed it like that, you could tear it up, but not much reason to do that. I'm usually clamping, or in my case, putting stuff like this on, or in a situation like this where It's just clamping. It's squeezing, it's not pulling. So again, I haven't had any trouble with this at all. Save you a ton of money, and it's much more flexible in what you can do with it. You can imagine I could, if I decided I wanted to have clamp track in addition to the MFT holes, I could set up my track with a router and run some right in the tops of my benches. At this point, I don't have any plan on doing that, but I certainly could. If you are building any of the Paulk Smart tools, no matter what bit they show you using in the design, or what the companion video that I made at that time, hopefully you'll see this one and update and go with this bit here. And again, I will link this so you know exactly what it is, and it's the one that will trap the hex head bolt. All of my designs, the router fence, the router tables, both of them, station, the panel rig, the crosscut, so many things that use the T-track in the Paulk designs, the Paulk Smart tools, and they've evolved with different cutters just because the cutters have changed. And now I'm recommending that all of them, 100% of them, every single one of them, no exception, go with this cutter that will work with the hex head bolt. If you've already bought one of these and you're liking it, you don't need to change it, just stick with it. Or if you've already made some of your tools, there's no reason to go out and purchase this bit and remake everything. I'm just saying that whatever plan you purchase, if you're going to build it and you haven't already built it, then forget everything I said about all the other bits in the past and move forward with this one. I think you'll like this one a lot better. Mahalo for hanging out with me in the Smart Wood Shop.